Here's something nobody tells you when you turn 30. Your body starts losing muscle without any warning. You don't feel it at first because you look the same, but it's already happening. And if you do nothing about it, by the time you're 70, you could have lost almost a third of the muscle that you had in your prime. Now, scientists call this sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that comes with age. And according to the NIH, the National Institute of Health, we lose about 3 to 5% of our muscle every single decade after 30. And that rate speeds up even more after 60. And here's the important part. It doesn't just affect how you look, it affects how you live. We're talking about simple things becoming a challenge, like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, climbing a flight of stairs, things you do every single day without thinking about them, until one day you can't. But it gets even more serious than that. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, say that falls are the #1 cause of death and injury-related death in adults over 65. That's over 14 million older adults fall every year. That's 1 in 4 people over the age of 65. And in 2021 alone, nearly 39,000 people died as a result of a fall. 39,000 people. They didn't die from cancer or from a car accident. They died from a fall. And the biggest reason people fall is that they lose the muscle strength needed to catch themselves. Now, the good news is that this doesn't have to be your story. Research published in PLOS One, one of the most respected scientific journals in the world, found that older adults who started resistance training were able to improve their muscle strength by about 50% in just 6 months. And the Mayo Clinic researchers, they found that resistance training can slow and in many cases actually reverse the muscle loss that comes with aging, even in people who didn't start until they were 70. So you see, it's never too late. The body responds to the work. At 40, at 60, even at 80. If you give your muscles a reason to stay, they will. And you don't need to train like an Olympic athlete to be healthy. You don't need to spend hours in the gym every day. The CDC recommends strength training at least 2 days a week, targeting all major muscle groups. That's a full body workout. That's it, 2 days a week. The goal isn't to get a trophy in bodybuilding. The goal is to still be carrying your own groceries at 75, to be climbing stairs without holding onto the railing at 80, to be living on your own terms at any age. Strength training is not vanity, and it's definitely not a hobby. It's the most powerful investment you can make in the quality and length of your life. The research is clear. The science is in front of you. The only question is whether or not you're going to act on it. Your 60-year-old self is being built right now by what you do or what you don't do today. So the only question left is, when are you going to pick up those weights?